Hey loves, good morning. Y'all, so last night I had a dream literally about this exact suit, you guys. And when I woke up this morning, I realized that it wasn't about the dream or the suit. It was about me. So I just want to take a moment to come live on today. And actually, I was going to go live earlier today, but I had a few things that I wanted to get together. Plus, that would allow me to, prepare for the day, get myself together. Because I realized yesterday, when I watched the replay of yesterday's live, I realized that since I was working from home, I had like headphone hair, so I wanted to make sure I did my hair this morning. I still got to go to the hair store, so I'm gonna color it and do some things, but you guys, I realized that the dream wasn't about clothes. And I just wanted to share this for a moment. This is for women who do everything. I'm talking about like women who take care of their families, their children, their husband, their jobs. You're trying to just do everything, right? And sometimes in that process, we don't actually stop to really take time for ourselves. Like we do, but not to the extent that we actually just need to. So when I had that dream last night, I was like, oh my goodness, like, Lord, what does this mean? Like, what are you trying to tell me? So I decided that I was going to dress up in the same exact suit that I had lost in my dream. And I wanted to come on here and talk about it because I felt like it was really important to me because I felt like it was kind of relevant in the stage where I am in life right now. And I just want to talk about it because I know that there's other women that's out there that experience the same thing. And I did make some notes, you guys. I got my iPad right here. So if you see me looking down, that's just me going over my notes. So good morning, you guys. Happy Saturday. Welcome to my live. For those of y'all who don't know me, my name is Christy Love. And on this channel, we usually talk about like Christian content and we talk about Christian entrepreneurship for women that are ready to escape the 9 to 5 and to build their own businesses. But today we are going to talk about something a little bit more personal, which is ourselves, which is taking care of ourselves. Not in a vain way, but in a way to where we are actually taking it in consideration of how we actually feel. So I'm just going to take a second to actually scroll up on my notes because I didn't realize that I had scrolled down to the bottom because I was rereading it. But in this dream, you guys, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it as I'm looking through my notes. But in this dream, you guys, um, so it was an event that I was invited to, and like last year and a couple years before, I was always getting invited to events, but this year I decided to like calm it down a little bit. So I was invited to an event, and it was the same exact suit. So I picked, it wasn't this yellow top; it was a different top, but it was the white blazer and my white pants and this gold belt. I think it was like a black top, like a black blouse. Um, but I had prepared my clothes, prepared my hair, prepared everything that I needed for this event. And I took my clothes to the event because they had a dressing room to where you can actually bring your clothes and you can just set it out so that whenever you're ready, you can come and and get dressed along with everyone else who were invited to the event. So I brought my clothes to the event and then I had left because there were a few errands that I wanted to run or whatever. And it was just crazy because I was like really busy in my dream, but not like super busy to where it was anything that I just had to do. It was just more so things that I wanted to do. So it was like, okay, well, let me go do this. Let me go do that. Let me go over here and do this. Let me see if I can do this real quick. And I was trying to do all of these things before my event. And I just felt like I was just prioritizing everything before myself, before my own needs, before my own wants, the things that I wanted to do. Good morning. I got comments down here. I'm sorry, they just popped up, you guys. Let me look real quick. Good morning, Joy. Good morning, Danielle. Hey, girl. Oh, okay. You couldn't stay. That's okay. May the Lord continue to bless you as well. Thank you so much. How are you? I am amazing, Joy. Thank you so much. And it has on there, it's Tay. I love your outfit. Thank you so much. And then someone said I was pretty. Thank you. Hey, Anthony's girl. Hey, Bookie. Anthony's is here, you guys. Yeah, Auntie Niece is amazing. She's so funny and she makes the most delicious meals. So if you're looking for someone who loves to chit chat and someone who loves to cook, Auntie Niece is your girl, okay? So yes. So yeah, I'm talking about my dream that I had last night. So in my dream, it was more so me just wearing this suit, but actually I didn't even wear the suit. I prepared to wear this suit for an event, but I took this suit to the event, and now I'm to the stage where I'm talking about how I was running some errands and I was just trying to just do the most before this event. And y'all, to think about it, I actually didn't even have that much time. I was trying to just do the most, but the most limited amount of time, and it was just so crazy. So I was just doing the most. So when I had left out of the event, so I still had my clothes on that I had before I went to the event. I think it was like a two-piece workout suit. I'm always wearing like two-piece workout suits. So I had like this workout suit on, and I went to go visit with my husband because my husband was outside, and my husband was telling me, he was like, "Hey, I'm about to go do something. Do you want to come?" And I'm a spur of the moment kind of girl. I'm real spontaneous, and my husband knows that about me. So whenever he comes and he says, "Hey, I'm finna go somewhere," he knows I'm gonna come. Okay, he knows that I'm gonna come because I love going places and doing things or whatever. So he invited me to go somewhere. So we was going different places and doing different things or whatever. And in the back of my mind, I just kept remembering, I was like, I have this event. So I remember in one part of the dream, he asked me, he was like, did I want to continue to stay with him? Um, to do whatever he had planned for that day, or if I had wanted to go to the event. And I thought to myself, I was like, okay, well, the event is actually 3 days. So I can spend this time with him. Okay. Yeah, I'm a sucker for a good time. Okay. So I was like, I can spend this time with him, not really realizing that I really wanted to go to that event. And I was just like, in the back of my mind, like whenever we went somewhere, I was like, I really want to go to this event, but I'm having a great time with him. Um, I'll just, make do with tomorrow. So as we were going different places and stuff, my outfit changed. It was like, it changed into like, it wasn't anything bad, but you know how you'll clean up like around the house and you'll put on like any kind of like leggings and like any kind of like t-shirt or whatever, just a plain Jane outfit. So my outfit had changed or whatever. So I was now in this, it was like some gray, um, workout pants and this white t-shirt that you would just kind of like clean up the house with or whatever. And I remember telling him, I was like, hey, I need to go and get my outfit from the event since I'm not going to be attending the event. So he was like, okay. So he took me to the event, and I went to the event, and y'all, it was just beautifully laid out. And if you look at the thumbnail that I had posted for this live, that's exactly how the event looked like. So I was in there and I was just like, oh my God, I cannot believe that I'm missing out on this event. I love going to places like this. So I went inside and I actually saw one of my friends. Her name is Tiana. She's amazing, you guys. I saw one of my friends, Tiana, and she was there. And she was dressed really pretty. And I was telling her, I was asking her, I was like, hey, where is the dressing room? Because mind you, when I had went that morning, like nothing was prepared, nothing was there. It was just a plain um, event center. It was nothing there. You can tell me, you can call me Tyler. Hi, Tyler. Good morning. So yeah, I went to go find my clothes, and I told her. I asked her. I was like, "So where is the dressing room?" I said, with everything being laid out, I don't remember where it was. So she pointed me out to where the dressing room was, and I went to the dressing room, and I remember not being able to find my suit. And I was like, where's my suit at? Where's my white suit? But I wasn't like spazzing out or anything like that. I was more so just trying to like look around. And by this time, the event had already started and there was a lot of people. So I didn't want to seem, crazy or chaotic because I was already dressed down. Everyone was dressed up, and I had on like this workout clothes, like something like somebody like you was just throw on or whatever. And I just couldn't find the clothes. So I came back to my car. I remember, feeling kind of defeated because I was like, I really wanted to wear that suit to the event. And you guys, if you know me, I love dressing up. I love looking pretty. I just love doing just all things girl. I'm really girly. So Yeah, so when I went to car with my husband, I didn't let him know that I was feeling defeated. I just told him, hey, I couldn't find the suit. And he's the kind of person, he'll just be like, well, I'll buy you another one. Don't worry about it. I'll just get you another one. And I was like, no, I want that suit because this is actually the suit that I wore to my grandmother's funeral. I bought this for her funeral. And I wanted this particular suit. So I remember him saying, I'll just buy another one. So I was just like, okay, I appreciate that. I'm not going to turn it down because if he's going to give me a gift, then I'm going to be appreciative of what he, gives to me. So we got in the car, and then I remember to leave the event because there was so much traffic. It was like cars everywhere. There was a lot going on. And for some reason, like the traffic turned into construction. Like in the dream, you guys, dreams just be changing, okay? Dreams just be, you'd be in one room, the next thing you know, you'd be somewhere else. So in this dream, the traffic had turned into construction. And I remember my husband, he had got out the car because he saw some people that he knew at the construction site. And he was like, hey, he gave everybody files and everything like that. They dapping it up. And one of the guys on the construction team, they were about to get ready and throw away some equipment. I know I'm babbling, you guys, but I'm about to get to it. Okay. So he was one of the guys on the construction team was about to throw away some equipment. So my husband was like, "Hey man, don't throw that away. Just give that to me or whatever because I can use that." So the guy gave my husband the equipment, and we got in the car, and he was just all happy and cheerful and like. I mean, he was just ecstatic because he got him a new toy. And I was still in the car, like, oh my goodness, like, I don't have my suit. I didn't go to the event. Like, I'm glad that he's happy and I'm happy for him. But however, I just felt not defeated. I hate using the word defeated, but I just felt kind of like unsettled. Like, I felt incomplete. So I remember waking up from that point because I was like, the dream was over at that point, but I remember waking up and this morning I was like, what does that mean? Like, why am I like lately I've been losing things in my dreams. So, on TikTok, there's this trend where people they put like different things in their chat GPT and chat GPT like interprets it or whatever. So I was like, my chat GPT is like thebomb.com or whatever. So let me try it out. So I put my dream in chat GPT and I wanted to talk to you guys about this because it's so like the way that I call her G. Okay, my chat GPT name is G. So she broke it all the way down. Okay, so I'm just going to take a moment to read this with you guys or whatever, because I just felt like it was just so profound the way that it was broke down. So it starts with the core thing. She says, this dream is about preparation, visibility, partnership tension, choosing between your moment and accommodation, and something getting misplaced when you deprioritize yourself. And to put on there, it's not about your husband being wrong. It's not about marriage conflict. It's about a pattern that your subconscious is highlighting. And I feel that, okay? Hey, Devon. Hey, friend. And then it moves on to talk about the white two-piece suit. In your dream, she said, in your dream, white keeps showing up. White means clarity, confidence, elevation, and essentially just a clean slate, right? But it put on there, but you wore a tailored white pantsuit. That's not casual, that's authority and elegance. This outfit represents you stepping into visibility, you showing up polished, you claiming space, and you being seen as capable and refined. And then it made note of my emotions that I shared and said you were excited, you were prepared, and you staged everything ahead of time. That's intentionality. And then it pointed out something that I really didn't pay any mind to. It pointed out your husband showed up underdressed. Well, it's not that my husband was so much as underdressed or whatever. He wasn't, you don't see I'll send you my message on Instagram. You want to know what, Devon? I actually, okay, so my Instagram, my Facebook, and my TikTok is actually still active. But however, I deleted my apps from my phone because in this season, I really want to focus on YouTube and Pinterest without all the other distractions. But I will go on there today and I will accept your friend request, okay? So I won't forget, okay? So remind me later on in this live so I can go on there and do that, okay? Don't forget, okay? Don't forget. Um, and what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, so it was talking about how my husband showed up underdressed. So my husband is like a basketball shorts, t-shirt kind of guy, and I love that for him. He's comfortable in his own skin. He does his own thing, and that's fine. I never say anything about what he does or whatever. But it just kind of took me for surprise that ChatGPT pointed this out, and I guess because I mentioned that he was underdressed, maybe that's the reason why, whatever. But I'm going to talk about this because it was mentioned. It says, this part is subtle but important. He shows up casual. You're mildly disappointed, but you greet him lovingly and ignore your preference. That mirrors a waking pattern that you've described. You adjust, you smooth, you don't make it an issue, and you accommodate. Not because you're weak, but because you prioritize connection. And then this is the part of the dream where ChatGPT is mentioning that when I had met my husband outside of the event, he had said, I'm about to go do something. Are you coming? So ChatGPT pointed that out because it pointed out that I chose to postpone my event. And it stated that this was the pivotal moment, right? I need to try that like focus. Yeah, girl. Okay. Yes. I'm trying to prioritize in this season because I felt like I was all over the place. And this is actually what I'm kind of getting to in this dream. I promise you, I'm not trying to like do a whole bunch of babbling, but it's a lot to this dream, and I really love how Chat GPT like broke it down. Okay, so it talks about the event is 3 days, and it says that this detail matters. It said that you tell yourself, I can just go tomorrow. And it mentioned that this is how we justify self delay. I was like, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. And it went on to say, this is not dramatic sacrifice. It's a small, reasonable postponement. But then, oh, and I forgot this part of the dream. So after I had saw my friend Tiana, and you guys keep it real clean, okay? But after I had saw my friend Tiana, um, for some reason, I went from having like this is how my clothes transition. Okay, so when I went into the event, I had on a cute two-piece workout outfit. But after I was talking to Tiana and after I was telling her, after I was asking her where the changing room was, I was actually naked in a towel. Keep it clean, y'all. Keep it clean. But somewhere in there, this is where ChatGPT is going to explain my nakedness. Okay, but I forgot to tell y'all that in the beginning. But that was a pivotal point I feel like in my dream because why was I naked? And why was I changing clothes so many times? Okay. So ChatGPT mentioned suddenly you're naked. Nakedness in your dreams consistently represents vulnerability, exposure, loss of covering, and being unprepared in a space of visibility. Tell me that's not hidden. Tell me that's not hidden. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so it put on there, you were clothed in authority, you were holding a towel, and that's symbolic regression. It's not shame, it's your psyche saying, when I deprioritize myself, I feel exposed. And sometimes as women, when we deprioritize ourselves, we do feel exposed. Well, at least I do. And then ChatGPT pointed out my clothes and my missing shoes. Okay, so it said this is huge because earlier in my dreams, and it's talking about previous dreams. This is actually my third time mentioning my dream to ChatGPT. Okay, so earlier in my dreams, it said that you couldn't find your car. My car is white. I couldn't find my car. And then it said now you can't find your outfit. Your outfit is white. Your car is equal to direction, and your outfit is equal to presentation and readiness. So when you chose to accommodate over alignment, something symbolic goes missing. Not stolen, just unavailable. Okay. So I was like, that's crazy because whenever something in my dream went missing, it wasn't like stolen or like taken from me. It was just I just couldn't find it. And it's crazy, but I just couldn't find it. And I will always like find it like later on in the dream. But at that particular moment when I'm looking for it, I can't find it. And ChatGPT is gonna break it down, y'all. I'm gonna hold on. Hold on. Okay, so and it talks about the traffic and construction. Remember, I was telling you guys in the dream when we got ready to leave the event, it was a bunch of traffic, but some kind of way that traffic changed into construction. So now ChatGPT is breaking that down. Well, I'm going to refer to her as G because my ChatGPT name is G, okay? So whenever y'all hear me say G, I'm referring to my ChatGPT. So G was like, construction zones. Construction zones symbolize transition, delays, rebuilding, and path changes. You're in a season of restructuring. But while you're navigating that, my husband is excited about the old equipment. And then G was like, this part is fascinating because he lights up over discarded equipment. He sees value in what others are throwing away. And that's actually a beautiful trait. But look at the emotional contrast. He energized with a childlike joy and he was focused. But me, on the other hand, I was stressed down, I was being reflective, and I was wanting to dress up, and I was slightly disappointed. So G pointed out that the dream isn't criticizing him, it's showing misalignment of priorities in that moment because he's building, I'm becoming, both are valid, but my becoming got postponed. What? G, you better break it down. G, you better break it down. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I'm coming over a cold. My voice was trying to go out. Hold on, y'all, because I rebuked that. Because sometimes when you're trying to talk about something, especially if God has given you a vision or something, the devil will be trying to rear his ugly head in. And you are not going to take my voice. I mean, my voice is starting to go out. All right, so now it points out the pattern across this dream. So it says, me. You prepared to be visible. You were excited. You delayed yourself. You got lost in your readiness. You ended up dressed down, but you were still longing to show up elevated. That longing matters. It's not vanity, it's identity. What this dream is really about, this dream is asking, where am I quietly postponing my elevation to preserve comfort or partnership? Not dramatically, not in rebellion, just gently. It's about taking your moment when you're ready, not about deferring, not about losing your prepared self in accommodation. And I wanted to point this out because I feel like sometimes we as women, as mom and sisters, friends, or just a strong person that may be in the group, sometimes when we try to accommodate for other people, we lose ourselves in that process. And I felt like it was just so profound when G pointed that out. You're not losing your prepared self in accommodation. And then it says important. I was like, oh my goodness. It said this is not saying that your husband is holding your back to choose your career over marriage. It's softly saying your visibility matters too. And it said that you can love deeply, you can support fully, and you can still attend your events and accommodate for yourself. This dream is simply replaying what happens when you don't. And then I love journal prompts, you guys. So ChatGPT gave me a journal prompt. And in case you guys don't know, I am actually waiting on Canva to send my journal. So I created a 30-day, what's it, 31-day journal and devotional. So I love making like different journal prompts and stuff like that. So G gave me some journal prompts, and it says, where have I prepared but postponed? Where do I dress down after dressing up emotionally? What event in my real life represents my white suit? My white suit. What would it look like to attend without guilt? The encouraging part. Notice something. You didn't wake up devastated. You woke up reflective. That means that your nervous system isn't an alarm, it's an adjustment. An adjustment is growth. So I felt like this right here was like so profound for me, you guys. It really opened up my eyes to me as being this woman that tries to do everything all at once. Like I keep myself busy. As you guys can see, like during the week, I was showing you guys like lives and little snippets of me working from home, me working on my digital products. Earlier this week, also, I painted this wall that's in front of me. I'm just, I'm always busy. I consider myself as like a super mom, and my kids are now adult age. So I have my oldest is 22. He'll be 23 in April. My middle son is 21. No, he's 20. He's 20 and he'll be turning 21 this year in November. And then my daughter is 17 now and she'll be 18 in March. And it's just crazy because um, me saying that I'm super mom, I'm still always trying to do things for them as if they're little children and they're adults. And I have to realize that it is now time for me to relax and time for me to enjoy myself and to not, and I don't want this to go the wrong way, but not like put their needs like in front of mine. And when I say like put their needs in front of mine, I'm talking about like, say for example, if my son say, "Hey, can you do my hair?" My kids have dreads, or they have locks. And like if they say, "Mom, can you retwist my locks?" And even if I have something for that day, I will stop what I'm doing and retwist his locks and make accommodations for him. But I'll be sitting back like, dang, now I can't even do what I was trying to do because I spent all that time, making accommodations for him. So in this season in life, I'm realizing that I love my family. I love hard. I love super hard, and it is time for me to prioritize myself. So that's one of the reasons why, like here on YouTube and like on other social media platforms, I chose to not so much of get rid of my access to TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, but just to limit it. So I still have access to it. I just decided to remove it from my phone so that I wouldn't find myself like 24/7 doom scrolling because I was getting up early in the morning. I was scrolling, and then at nighttime, I was scrolling. I was just always on social media doing something. Hold on, y'all. I was just always doing something on social media. And now I'm learning to take things a little bit slowly. So with that, I have time to work on my digital products. I have time to read the Bible. I have time to build my relationship with God. And to me, I am being strengthened in this process. And I just feel absolutely amazing about that. So when I had that dream last night, um, I just wanted to come on and share it with you guys because I was like, it has to be something that God is trying to tell me. And God reveals a lot of things to me in my dreams. And I know it's kind of crazy to kind of go to ChatGPT to like have it like, I hate to say this, like interpret it. Because I don't want like ChatGPT to like interpret what I have going on in life, especially if I'm a firm believer in God. So I'm not saying that, but ChatGPT is like so useful. Okay, it's very resourceful and it breaks down things. So it's just pretty good to have like a resource that you can actually use for that. Yes, God is so awesome. For real, for real. God is amazing, and I'm learning to be a good steward over a lot of things in life. So with that being said, you guys, I also want to share this one more thing. So right now I am doing Bible study over the four gospels of the Bible. So we're almost done with the book of Matthew, you guys. And I feel like once we get done with Matthew, for all my women out there, I actually want to pick up and start this here. The Power of a Praying Wife by Stormy O'Martin. I'm gonna bring it a little bit closer. I know it's backwards, you guys, but I don't know how to flip the camera. But this is how that looks. And I do have an Amazon storefront. So I'm going to link this in my Amazon storefront. And that way, if you guys want to read along with me, then you can get you a copy from Amazon. And then I'm also going to link it on this video here once it posts. But I truly enjoyed sharing this dream with you guys. And I enjoyed talking about just my experiences in general because I know there's someone out there that may be experiencing the same thing. And actually, what came to mind just then is actually to do like a book club. Now, it's not in concrete. I may not do a book club, but I just feel like I have so many books that I haven't read. Like I got this one here. This one is about TD Jakes with Women Pray. And I know things were going on about TD Jakes, but the book is actually good, okay? And I also have another book by Sarah Jakes Roberts, which is called Power Moves. My husband got this for my birthday last year, and I never read it. And then I started this one probably three, maybe four times. And this one is Woman Evolved by Sarah Jakes Roberts. As you can see, I love Sarah. I love Sarah. Sarah is my girl, okay? And then I also have The Awe of God. So I didn't get the actual book. I thought I was purchasing the book, but I actually got the study guide. So I'm going to go on Amazon and I'm going to get the actual book for this. But this is by John Bevere and it's called The Awe of God. So I'm going to go on Amazon. I'm going to link all of these on my Amazon storefront. I'm going to link my Amazon storefront to my video. So if you guys want to like read along with me on these books, then I welcome you guys because I just feel like in this season, especially for like women, we are doing it. Okay. So if you're watching this right now, go ahead and pat yourself on your back. Because we're doing it, okay? We're doing everything. We're taking care of ourselves, our family, our friends, our jobs. We're stewarding everything, taking care of our animals. Y'all know how it is when you get a dog. We got a dog right now. We taking a dog down to my mother-in-law's, but we got a dog right now that nobody helps me with. And that's the reason why she loves my mother-in-law's because she loves her. And I tell her she can keep her because in this season, I am needing to rest, okay? But yes, we are going to be starting The Power of a Praying Wife by Stormy or Martian, okay? You're a praying wife too? Okay, yes. Yes, link it so we can read. I'm going to check out the library for it too. They're at the library, okay? They're there because I went and I found the Power Moves and When Women Pray in my library here where I live at. So it should be at yours too, but check it out. So we're going to be reading this together. So once I get done with Matthew, I think I'm on Matthew chapter 21, I want to say. So when I go live next time, I'll be reading 22. And some kind of way, we're going to finish up between chapters 22 through 28. And then instead of going to the other three gospels of the Bible, we're going to pick up on this. And then when God leads me to start back with the gospels of the Bible, we'll start back there. But as of right now, as women, we need to stick together. Okay. And this is not saying that anything is going on in your marriage or anything that's going on with your kids or with your husband or anything like that. This is for you. This is for you as a woman, as a praying wife. This is for you. So y'all, we finna be doing it. We finna be doing it. So I am about to run to the hair store, you guys. Oh, and I forgot to. So I also I did get my I almost said meal prep, but my juice prep. I got all my fruits and my vegetables and stuff, and I did juice some last night. So I'm gonna be creating like a reel on me juicing some of that stuff. So not only are we gonna be reading this, you guys, we're gonna be working on our bodies inside and out. Okay. Inside and out, honey. We are gonna be flushing, detoxing, whatever God puts on your spirit, okay? But we're gonna be cleansing our bodies. We're gonna be taking care of our homes. We're already doing this. I'm not saying that you're not. We're already doing this, but we're just gonna tweak it in a way to where it's like self-care for us. Cause I actually like cleaning up my house. Like I know that's crazy, but I love the feeling of like cleanliness. I love providing like a clean space for my family. I love providing food. Now I will say this: I will go on strike. I will go on strike in a second. Like if I see that they're just doing too much, like if it's too much in there, I ain't gonna do all that. I'm not doing all that. But I will. I love to clean up. I love to cook and do things like that. But God placed it on my spirit to do detoxes for my body. Because last week and this week, you guys, I've had this terrible cold, and as y'all saw earlier in this live, my voice was trying to go out. So I'm making it. My eyes are red, but y'all listen. It's crazy how God can give you strength and you can carry on and you can push. People will look at me and be like, "Girl, you're not sick," and I'm like, "Yes, I am. This is my version of sick. This is me being sick." And the reason why people will look at me like that is because of the way that I carry myself. So I just want to point out also too that the good Lord above had me in a season like an Esther season, to where I had to actually prepare myself and get myself together. So the social media had to go for me, because sometimes with social media you will have like the spirit of comparison. You will see somebody and be like, you know what, I've been doing this. Why isn't my product jumping off? Or, you know, I've been trying to build my social media. Why isn't mine jumping off? And this person is jumping off, or just whatever the situation may be. So, in this season, you guys, we are worrying about ourselves. We are staying in our own lane, and we are building this community, and we're going to do it together. Okay, we're going to build this, and we're going to do this together because you have to have a support system. You have to have a community. And oh, speaking of community, before I end this live, you guys, speaking of community, so I do have Digital Pens Academy, and I may do this on a different live, but Digital Pens Academy is like a community for women who are starting businesses, or they may already have businesses and they want to do it in a God-led way. And they just want to be in a community to where they can actually, you know, like chat it up with other women. You may want to ask them like, hey, I see that you have this product over here. I'm also doing this. What did you do when this happened? Or can you explain to me how you got here? You know, just for us to have community so that we can work and help out each other. And then also in that community, I'm going to be dropping gems because God has been blessing me to where my digital products, I offer a lot of them for free. So I just be dropping all of my free digital products in there, and we're just gonna be doing it, okay? So we're gonna help each other build email lists, how to learn how to network, learn how to use social media, Pinterest. I want to point this out. That's actually how I started Digital Pens Academy. Was I had figured out how to use Pinterest, how to market on Pinterest, and I guess I'm trying to talk too much. My voice going out again. But how to market on Pinterest, you guys, and we're gonna be putting all those gems in Pens Academy because I want everybody to win this season. So if you got a product, or if you have anything that you have been thinking about that God has placed in your spirit, and even if you have a faith the size of a mustard seed, okay, even if it's this little. And actually, I got a mustard seed around here somewhere. I'm gonna bring it so whenever I go on live and I mention mustard seed, I'm gonna bring out that little mustard seed. It's like a little small little vial with a mustard seed in. But we're doing it, you guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end the live here. I pray that God continues to build you. God continues to work with you, and whatever your endeavors are, keep on going, keep pushing. You are strong enough. You can do it. I believe in you. And if you want a community to back you up, if you need some more encouragement, join the community. I will put the Digital Pens Academy in this description too. And I actually started it a long time ago, but I just never launched it. So I guess today's the day. We're going to launch it. We're going to do the thing. So I'm going to launch it today. I'm going to drop Digital Pens Academy, the link in the description once this video uploads. And we're building. 2026 is our year. All right, love you guys. If you have anyone that you feel like could learn from this, or may want to be a part of the community, go ahead and share this on with them so the algorithm can pick it up and share it with the masses, okay? Because we want women to have that support system, okay? And this is something that's God led, something that God is really putting in my spirit to do, and I'm moving in my obedience, okay? Because I was running in my disobedience, but I'm now in my obedience. So I'm just doing what God is telling me to do. So you guys have an amazing Saturday. And if there's anything that you need, like any questions or anything like that, drop it down in the comment section. Once I post this video, drop it down in the comment section and we can work it out together. Okay? All right, loves. You have an amazing day. Oh, and before I forget, my favorite scripture. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be exceedingly glad in it. All right. Amen. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for liking the live. And I just appreciate each and every one of you. All right. Bye, loves.